Hello everyone, this is Osama. Today is 27th of November 2023. Today my topic is a little bit serious because I want to talk about Bilal Pasha, who passed away 2 days back. The reason of his death is unknown, still police saying that it was suicide, and other sources are claiming that it was a heart attack. Whatever the reason, I just want to take some time off to tell you my indirect interaction with Bilal Pasha. So he cleared CSS in 2018, and the same year I also appeared in that exam. So what happened after he, joined services and he was CEO in cantonment at Bunu, and he was also teaching students online, and he was telling students different techniques and trips. And how I started my interaction with him, I used to highlight and mention some grammatical errors on his post, because as he was a teacher and I also teach CSS students, so that was like peer to peer, and some sort of a colleague connection that we had. And I also talked with him in Messenger related to different topics, not some proper conversation, but like question answers. And I disagreed with him on so many points, especially on the techniques and tips that he used to tell students approaching some particular subject, as he was expert in US history, and the same subject I fell short of just one single mark. So I too had a different sort of experience with that subject. Anyway, coming back to my interaction and how what's my opinion about Bilal Pasha is that he was a very humble soul, humble person. Although I was quite harsh in his comments when I used to highlight or mention his mistakes or errors, I used harsh language, but he never blocked me. He was always appreciating me of highlighting mistakes, and that tells that his bring up and his personality was positive. And I learned that attribute from him, that even if somebody is highlighting or correcting you, be humble, stay humble, right? This is not something disrespecting. Welcome the criticism. So I used to criticize him. I disagreed with him, but he never, disrespected me. He always used to respect me. He never blocked me. And the second thing that I want to discuss here is that what kind of pressures a CSP offers. I want to talk about the pressures that a CSP faces during service or even before service. The pressure from the family and relatives, that plays a little role. I can tell you, because I've been there and I spent years in this CSS voyage. My adventure, my journey, I can write a whole book because I was there for 3-4 years. So talking about pressures, the moment when you start preparing for CSS, right at that moment, your family, your friends, your relatives, all acquaintances, they assume that you are going to be an officer soon. So you start feeling that pressure right away. Even you have just started and you have a long journey ahead of preparation. You have to go through thick and thin. And maybe, you can leave the prep in halfway, but the pressure is already on you. You feel that pressure, and that's killing pressure that you face. So the second thing is, after joining the service, what happens? Why there are a lot of people or a lot of officers, they leave the service, or some rare cases like Bilal Pasha, who allegedly committed suicide. What kinds of those extreme pressures that CSP officers they face or they encounter, they have to go through that pressure. In my opinion, it is something that when you feel helpless, and this is not particularly with some, family problem or family issues, but when you can't help others, when you can't get the satisfaction, and when you see that your dreams are being shattered in front of you. For example, I came to service with the conviction that I'm going to help people, And if my system, my seniors, they're not allowing me to go help others, the pressure starts piling up on me. Yes, the pressure of not being constructive and progressive like I wanted to be. And in our society, people, they give respect to your status. This is becoming a big time disease in Pakistan, that the people, they don't care about your family background or education. All they care is what are your possessions, what materials do you have, what kind of car you're driving, what kind of house you're living in, what are you doing, your profession, how much cash do you have, how many properties, possessions you have. So he was going through the same pressure. This is my guess, because this is something I'm getting from his screenshots that he was chatting with his friend. He was facing that pressure. So first thing, not being constructive or progressive, not being able to deliver as a CSP officer, and watching people being hypocrite on your face. They're, talking good things about you, but in real, they're actually giving you respect out of your profession, out of your power, out of your status. I hope things will get better. Allah Hafiz.